Okay, so now we're into step 52 for the second control board test. It says you need an LED and two short alligator to alligator lead cables. So I've got my LED here, and I know for those of y'all at home, you probably don't have the alligator cables. So we're going to kind of work around that. So I know most of y'all at home probably don't have the alligator cables to do this. So we're going to do a workaround for what we need to do. So it wants you to, if you have alligator cables, it wants you to clip one to this 5-volt out, which is right here. So right here, it's plus 5-volt out, and there's a pad on the back. So I want you to connect that to the long lead of your LED. But since we don't have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the short lead over and just barely push this long lead through. And I'm going to fold it up like that. And then I'm going to come over here and just put a dab of solder on it to hold it on there. Of course, if you're doing this at home, I recommend taking the battery out so you don't have that right there by the battery. But now I've got my positive lead soldered in right there. And I'm going to take some of my extra wire, my leftover wire, like right here. And I'm going to use that for the other portion. So I'm going to strip off the ends a little bit. If I can get it to work with me. Just strip off that end. I'm going to strip off this end. And then I'm going to wrap one of these around this negative side. Okay. And then I've got this other loose side. If I need to, I can put a touch of solder on my wire there to kind of make it solid. But I think I'll be okay without it. So now I'm going to turn the switch over here. I'm going to turn it on to the battery. And I'm going to come over. I'm going to start testing. So we're going to take this exposed end of the lead right here. I'm going to kind of clean it up some. And we're going to put it onto the exposed side, so this right side or the bottom side of RT10. So I turn it on, I turn the battery on. Oh, that's what I forgot. I'm going to turn this off. I forgot an important step. So we've got to take our IC socket, or we've got to take our IC chip and put it into the IC socket. So just like there's the notch on the board down here, there's also kind of a notch made into my socket right there. So you want that to go the same way. So I'm going to kind of guide these in. Make sure I've got them lined up. I'm a little back. There we go. That's a little bit better. I can start working those in. There we go. Okay, so now I've got my IC socket in. Now it should be more successful. So I'm going to turn the switch back on and then come back around here, go to R10, and we see my light is flashing. It's doing different things. It's not staying solid because there's a program running through the IC that causes that to do everything. So that completes step 52, but we're going to jump on into step 53, and that's testing the rest of these on this side. So we've done R10, now we got to do 11 through R18. And I'm just going to go in order down the line. So testing R18, oh, you can't see. Testing R18 is good. R16, good. 17 is good. We don't want to forget 11 up here. It's good. 13 is good. 14, good. 15 and 12. Okay, so all of those tested good. So we are done with step 53. Don't forget to reach out to me if you have questions, comments, or concerns. Make sure you're updating Schoology. And then I will see you in the next step. We will be skipping a couple steps because those deal with programming and we're not programming right now.